All schools in the Pasadena Unified School District will remain closed until January 17th because of the Eaton fire. There will be grab-and-go meals, though, on Monday through Friday at McKinley, Madison, and Field schools at 9 and also at 11 a.m.
Meantime, LAUSD is still assessing conditions at their schools amid these fires. They're going to be providing a final decision about the status of the schools and offices tomorrow.
Now, based on CAL FIRE's last update, their latest update for us, the Palisades fire is pushing into the Mandeville Canyon. At last check, that fire has burned more than 23,000 acres. It is now up to 11% containment.
Sadly, today we know at least one home in the Mandeville Canyon area has been destroyed. Meanwhile, we're still keeping a very close eye on the Eaton fire. Now has burned more than 14,000 acres. A bit of good news here. It is 15% contained. Unfortunately, we can report there are now 13 confirmed fire-related deaths across both the Palisades and Eaton fires. More than 150,000 people are still under evacuation orders as well. We have a list of those evacuation centers. They're listed on our website, NBCLA.com.
And I'm joining Lynette now. Jonathan, thank you. We're going to continue our coverage right now. You were giving us some personal moments. I went to take a small break here, gather some thoughts, learned another person that I know lost their home. Now 4 people that are very close to me.
It just keeps adding up.
So you know people across Southern California are going to know people.
We want you to know that Jonathan was supposed to take a break. He's okay.
Yeah, he's okay.
He's okay.
His voice.
I gave him a cough drop. He's going to take a break and he'll be back in a few minutes. We're going to send it over to Stephanie Olmo for the latest on the weather right now.
Yeah, as we go over the conditions as we continue, we've been talking about, not only the winds, but also the air quality is just poor. You step outside, you may not see the smoke, but air quality is not the best. You have you may not see the smoke, but you see the ground and there's some ash on the ground. This is stuff you do not want to inhale. I just want to remind you that we have a wildfire smoke advisory throughout much of the region, much of LA County, down to Orange County, the Inland Empire, for example, because the smoke has been kind of shifting around a little bit here. But it's primarily with the northeasterly wind. It continues to sort of press its way to the southwest. So I want to go over, this is a smoke futurecast, and just like I mentioned, you have the northerly wind, the northeasterly wind, and it's sort of drifting that smoke down to the south here as we see. But yes, it's still a little bit smoky and hazy in some of these areas. And as I mentioned, you don't see the smoke, but you definitely want to wear the N95 mask. You want to wear the proper mask as we continue. As a matter of fact, it's into the next several days because it's still going to be an issue, the air quality as we head into the coming days. We head into tomorrow, and you still see the smoke continuing to sort of work its way to the south with that offshore wind. At times sort of hugging the coastline, you see all the way down to the Long Beach area. And again, that's why we have those advisories across much of our region. So if you have to be outside, I know it's recommended to stay inside. It is best to remain inside and to make sure to keep the doors and windows closed. But if you have to be outside, you want to make sure you have the proper mask. You want to make sure to have the N95 or P100 mask if you have to be outside. And also another thing to note, you want to make sure you have an air purifier just running and sort of circulating that air. You want to make sure to keep the pollutants away. So as we go over the weather, you see the fire perimeter. Yesterday, it shifted to the northeast. It continued to slide its way further to the east today. So this is the updated map. And you do have the Mandeville Canyon Road that's sort of yards away where we have homes nearby. So this is why there's a lot of people on edge. You have also communities down to the south. Just right to sort of the tip there of that perimeter, you have the West Ridge Trailhead. And again, you have the community down to the south. But again, fire crews, they are optimistic that they're sort of, handling this as we continue tonight, and even when we have the winds picking up as we head into late tonight. I want to show you, this is the wind gust futurecast. This is the hour by hour where you see the winds picking up later on tonight. Now, we're expected to reach peak during the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. The wind gusts, at least for Pacific Palisades, doesn't look too bad. Anywhere between 20 to 25 miles an hour, just around 2 in the morning, picking up, getting closer to 30 miles an hour. I want to show you just generally across the area here around Ventura County and LA County as we continue here late tonight. You start to see more of that orange. You start to see more of the orange near Moore Park, down to right near Malibu, where we're looking at gusts around 25 to 30 miles an hour at times. And then notice as we head through the overnight hours, you start to see it pick up a little bit more, especially in areas along the coast. Spots like Malibu with gusts around 40 miles an hour, gusting over 30 miles an hour.